Okay, I might have just found a come up here. So these are vintage. They look like they're from the 60s, some sort of military jacket.
On my couch, shades blocking out the pain. Neon purple drip green, fire in my veins. Dead threads on my chest like a badge in the rain. Road to stardom, but it's cars in my brain.
Walking through a thrift spot, cameras blinking slow. Hood up, chain swing, shadows in the glow. Yeah, rack full of vintage tees, bleached like bones. Turn the Goodwill out to 100 catacomb. Beat drops, crowd shock, flash pop, no fear. Yeah, labels on the table, 1K sales coming near. Yeah, buyers in the chat type, add that here, and the haters disappear when the numbers get clear in the neon graveyard.
I light up the night
With the purple and the green,
yeah, it's a wicked sight.
dead threads on the seams.
Stitched up tight.
I don't run from the dark, man, I live in the fright, yeah.
What's up, guys? Bellissimo back again, getting it in on the thrift. Today I am riding solo, and it feels good to just get out, blow off some steam, and try to find some cool fits for you guys. I sped up the video just because I got so much content for you guys, and unfortunately today was just, it started off really rough. There wasn't a lot of stuff to find, so as you can see, I'm just breezing through the racks. I'm doing a voiceover now rather as opposed to the regular audio that I had, simply because the music in the background here was blaring so loudly, and what wound up happening was that in prior videos from just letting it ride out, it sounded weird with the other music I put in, and then I also got hit with copyrights on some of the songs. So in this one, I'm just freeballing it here and doing a little voiceover for you guys. So we checked out the big and tall racks, and unfortunately they moved everything around in the Goodwills, or in the Salvation Army, so everything was just a little out of place, and I was trying my best because, you know, when you get into a groove, it's hard to, get back out of that, and when they switch everything up on you, it's just confusing. So here I am going through the other half of the big and tall, trying to find the jeans. Hopefully I could find something, but there was not much there. Again, just breezing through the t-shirts here. I considered getting that Hoonigan, but I have one right now and it's just not selling, so I passed on that one. I'm thinking to myself at this point that I'm probably gonna have to wind up going to the Goodwill, but you know, it's just one of those things that I try not to go there if I don't have to. I like to just stick with my one spot at the Salvation, but sometimes you don't really have a choice. Sometimes you need to get a certain quota and just get on over to the Goodwill. So I'll start yapping, or I'll stop yapping. You guys can just watch the rest of the video until something happens. So as you guys can see, there's those Redman shirts, but somebody chopped a hole in each one of them, so I couldn't pick those up. But the ones that I did pick up did sell really well for me, so it's unfortunate that those three had holes in them, or else I would have absolutely picked them up. So I saw these polos right here and I was gonna pick them up, but somebody decided to chop the bottom of them off, and it was just such a shame because they were so cool looking and would have been a great pickup. I spotted the texture out of these from the corner of my eye, and I just knew they were Dickies, but I had to double check and make sure, and then the second I saw the Dickies logo, I said, yeah, these have to come with me. They were actually going to be a personal, but they were just a little too small, so they will be for sale. I spotted this shirt and I just thought it was really cool, but it actually turned out to be a Melanie Martinez shirt, and I have a few of her things and they're just not selling. So if you guys are into Melanie Martinez, please let me know and I'll get it to you for cheap. Then I came across that really sick Vans right there and had to scoop that one up as well. I happened to spot this Rutgers jacket, and normally I wouldn't pick up something like that, but this one was just so clean looking, it was in great shape, and it was a full zip, so I knew I just had to go with it. This next one here, I felt it, and you could just tell after picking up so many clothes over like my span of being a reseller, there's something about it. This one was merino wool and cashmere, so I said, you know what, I have to grab it just based on that. Usually when I sell those combinations or just cashmere in general, it always sells very quickly. So I did consider picking up this Boondocks piece, but I just figured that it would probably sit too long, so I put it back. Maybe if I go there again this upcoming week and I see it, then maybe I'll decide to take it at that point because, you know, maybe it's just destiny. I did consider picking up this Aeropostale. These mall brands do sell really well for me, but it's mostly the ones with the puff print on them that sell the best. It's not to say the other ones don't sell, but they are a longer sell, at least in my case. So I decided that I was going to be on a mission. As you can see, there was this woman that was over at the new racks. I wanted to wait till she got a little further down so I can go to the spot she was checking earlier. So I headed back over to these racks and figured I'll just breeze through them really quickly and just see if there was anything that maybe she missed, because just because someone looked there doesn't mean it's always the same thing you're shopping for. I found that polo sleepwear, and I sell those really quickly, so I decided to pick that one up as well. But you know, again, just because someone's looking in that direction doesn't mean you guys sell the same thing. So it's always worth double checking, because you do find things that people leave behind because they may not just be tailored to their shop, or they may be someone just shopping for their personal stuff and may not even be a reseller. So it's always worth a shot just to check it out. You know, even if somebody is over there, just give it a second look if you have the time. Then as I was scrolling through, I came across the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I knew I had to pick that up. Any band tees, for the most part, I pick up unless they're just oversaturated ones. I saw that Juicy Couture thing, I felt it, and I said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance on it. I don't usually go for women's stuff, but this one I think I could sell. So I definitely gave that one a shot. So speaking on picking up all band tees, there are some that I won't pick up. I will not pick up Nirvana, especially if it's just a basic one. I'll pick up ones that they're a little more elaborate, but something like that, those are always left behind. I have so many of them from my Whatnot days, and they just sit there and they never sell. So unfortunately, I leave behind those and some Rolling Stones ones, some Tupac, some Biggie. Those are just ones that I just won't pick up because they just take forever to sell. Now, if they're vintage pieces, whole different story, but those modern ones are just massively manufactured and it's just not worth picking up. So most people aren't shopping for winter jackets and stuff, especially with it being in June, but not me. I found this Hollister jacket. This is the exactly type of mall brand stuff that I'm looking for. It had the fur hood on it and everything, which I'll show you guys later in the video. But a lot of people will pass over the winter section, and even if you sit on it for a while, you just get a head start as winter approaches. I mean, think about it. Summer's going to go by really quick, and before you know it, people are going to start shopping for winter items. So if you have the supply for it, then you already have the advantage. And a lot of people just want to get the here and now stuff, but I have time to sit on certain things. and one of those jackets, they retail very well, so I'll sit on it for a little while. So I saw this leather jacket sitting there and I thought, wow, I gotta pick this up. But upon further review, as you can see in the center, there's a huge rip, so I decided to leave that one behind. But had it not had that rip in it, I probably would have taken the chance on that one. So we're definitely going to have to go to the Goodwill just because I only spent $45 in there. I mean, I usually spend at least double that. At least. So, yeah, that's okay. I wanted to be out the whole day because the baby's been stressing me out, you know, not being able to get a break, and, you know, waiting to go back to work is always something too. So, you know, I'm okay with having the whole day out. Wednesdays are usually my day to go out and decompress and have a mental health day. So, yeah. Once I go back to work, which I'm just waiting on right now, I'm doing PT. They can't legally clear me to go back right now because I've been out for 2 years with my neck injury. And even though I'm feeling like, I would say I'm at like almost 90% better, they legally can't send me back because I haven't been put to the test to see if I can handle the workload, because my job can be very physically demanding at times. So I have to pass this PT course, which I'm doing good at so far. And once I pass that, then they'll clear me to go back and I can just go back to my normal life. So I still do get headaches and stuff from the injury, but they said that's just all part of the healing process. They said it's mostly because my muscles tightened up after surgery. So they're just working those kinks out right now, and then I'll be back to work. But until then, let's head on off to the next store. Alright, welcome back, guys. I lost you there for a bit because these glasses die very quickly, but we are here at the Goodwill. Ooh, Nike SBs. Sweet. So we got Nike SBs. Catch you up here. We found a bunch of polo chinos, cool Ezekiel jeans, and a bunch of polo tops. So we're having a very polo kind of day. Here I am scooping through these dress pants because I know that there's more polos somewhere in here hidden, and the polo pants are really, really hot for me. So we're gonna find them. So I'm over here playing Marco Polo with myself, so don't mind me. But I can't get tons of video because these things keep dying so quickly. I've had them charge in my pocket for a little while now, so I'm able to get you guys a little bit of video from our trip at the Goodwill. But we'll see. It's actually like super dead here, so it's really nice. It's very therapeutic to be chilling and just slowly going through things, like taking my time, not like super rushing. And yeah, it's kind of nice. This is very therapeutic for me. Like, I enjoy doing this so much. It's just a nice relaxer. And since I haven't been able to smoke cigarettes recently, this is second best. So I'll pop you in and out of my videos. You guys say Marco, I say Polo. Yeah, Polo. What's that? Oh, Polo. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I knew I'd find them. Somebody must have traded in their collection, and I'ma get them. Don't you worry. What do we got here? Eddie Bauer. Panama Jack. So funny, I was just talking about Panama Jack with my dad, because He used to wear a lot of Panama Jack stuff when I was a kid, so he was asking me what it was worth. It's worth okay. Nothing crazy, but it's okay. Burnside, huh? It's taking me a while to get rid of Burnside stuff. I actually still have one left. But I'd like to find one more polo. That'd be cool. Charity. Can we do it? Levi's. I know there's a huge market for Levi's. I don't know nothing about Levi's other than Silver Tab. So I don't pick up Levi's. I have to learn the vintage ones and stuff. I know I do, but I just haven't. You know, when you're a reseller, there's a lot of brands to learn. Oh, let's keep moving. So, I'm gonna head over here. Hopefully, we can find some cool polos. Pebble Beach large. Let's see, any more polos that are cool. I think I'm going to wind up having a polo show on Whatnot, so stay tuned for that. Oh, we got a Giants jersey, Pro Line. Saquon Barkley. I don't know about that. I don't think Giants fans want to wear him for when he went to the Eagles, so we'll pass on that one. Which is probably why it's sitting here. And normally I would pick up like a bunch of golf tees and stuff right now, but honestly, the golf tees are selling very slow for me, so unless it's like super unique piece, I'm not gonna grab it. But keep you guys posted. I'm like starting to get flashbacks finding all those rubber grams. Hopefully I don't come across any more. I'm just playing. They actually have been doing pretty good for me, so I can't complain. I've sold a quarter of them, and I already made my money back on what I spent on all of them, so I can't really complain. I just need to get in the habit. So, hot take. I need to get in the habit of actually looking at the clothes, condition, and stuff before I take them. I get so excited to throw them in the car because I don't want anyone to snipe me, and I forget to look at them before I leave. And some of the Robert Grahams, not in the greatest condition, so I've made a vow to myself that I'm going to look at things more carefully before I buy them. You guys ever have that problem? Do you ever grab stuff without really looking it over and then come home and you're like, there's pit stains or rips or whatever? Let me know in the comments. I'll be curious to hear your stories of dealing with all that. Alright, so I came across this rugby looking thing. It looks like it's a college thing. I'm going to take a chance on it because people say these stupid rugby things sell well. So, we're going to try it. And if it doesn't sell, then I'll never buy another one again unless it's polo. How's that? No idea what that is. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I might have just found a come up here. So, these are vintage. They look like they're from the 60s. Some sort of military jacket. They even smell like some sort of like animal hide. And this one in it actually says 1967. So I think I might have a come up. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit on these, but guys, we might have found a hitter for eBay, like a real hitter. So my wife's probably gonna kill me, but like I found this really nice art piece and I'm gonna get it because I have a spot for it. Wow, the art is like on point today. That's really pretty. I'm gonna get yelled at for coming home with one. If I come home with a second one, I might really get killed. Well, we did it again. We had a ton of stuff and dropped, I think all in all between the two stores, $250. But if I'm correct, these jackets, these 1960s jackets, they're gonna be well worth it. If not, the polo pants that I got will pay for the whole trip anyway, or at least most of it. So yeah, let's go find some research about these things. I mean, I'm really excited to find out about those jackets because this is like Vietnam War time. And if those are military jackets from the Vietnam War, they may actually be something. They're definitely eBay sellers for sure. I couldn't imagine them selling on like Depop or anything, but I mean, that's pretty crazy if we found those. And I don't know, I just have that feeling. And if you're a reseller, maybe you know what I'm talking about, but you just get that feeling sometimes when you see something that you know, like, hey, this has got to be something special. I mean, the smell of it, the feel of it, you could just tell, like, that's expensive. And I'm going to have to really do my research. I am. But I really think that in the end, this is all going to pay out for that. And I spent a little more than I probably wanted to, but it's worth it. And, you know, this is the risk you take when you're a reseller. You know, if you have to go with your gut, and if your gut says it's a good pickup, I mean, you got to try it. And sometimes you're going to succeed at it and sometimes you're not. But I think this time is going to be one of those times. I think this is going to be a success story. And I think this is what this entire trip's going to be based around, was those jackets. So let's get to it. We're got to go hit the grocery store, and then we're going to do some research and find out if we got screwed over or if we actually cooked here. So let me know in the comments, guys, before you go on with this video. Did we do it? Do you think we have enough faith? Did we make it? Or was this going to be a very costly fail? Let me know. Alright, so I stumbled over to the Scranberry Coop because why not? And I figured I would just take a look around and see what they got going on. It's always cool to come in here. If you guys don't know, it's like an old vintage place, mostly hard goods, but you can find different things up there. It's very expensive. This is where I got my statue that you guys saw in a previous video, but I always like to come in here just to see what's going on. And it's the first time I've actually been here by myself, but I'm having a mental health day for myself today, so I'm going to do exactly what I want all day long. So let's see what else we find. I always wanted to get one of these types of lamps, but they're always so insanely expensive. But I'd really love to have one of those next to my recliner. Somebody probably went through it, took out all the good stuff, and leaving the crap behind. Oh, we do have some Nikes down here, though. What do they got on these? Nike Air Forces. $50? Nah. No thanks. No thanks. Got a message. Hey, we got an offer on eBay. Pretty sweet. Got a skateboard down here. Homo skateboards, $48. I don't think so. I don't know if you guys can see that Hummel up there. The Hummel reminds me of the game Remothered. I know it's like a nun of some sort, but it just reminds me of that game Remothered. I'll put a picture of it in the thing so you guys can see what I'm talking about. A little different, but very similar. Teletubby down there. I'm gonna get this and send you back to the Shadow Realm. Alright, I'll stop. Meow spoken here. That's pretty neat. I know somebody that might like that, but oh, Pieta. You can see it down there. See the Pieta? I have one in my house too. I have a giant one though. Or a bigger one, I guess you could say. I'm a sucker for art. So here's another military jacket, and they're selling this one for $200. It's a Marine uniform with metal on it. Now if they're charging $200 for this, then maybe those jackets I found were working with something. Maybe. Just have to see it, I guess. Well, I found nothing here.
Yeah, we knew you were coming, so we're celebrating.
So, well, go to another location maybe, or we'll go home, or we still have to go grocery shopping, so, I mean, that's probably what we'll do next. We'll probably stop at the post office, drop off today's stuff, and then go grocery shopping. So, let's get to it. I mean, so far, all in all, it's been a pretty good day. I mean, I got to take a breather, and, you know, sometimes it's just, you need those days where you can take a breath and just let things go. You know, things have been, you know, I've been home on injury for 2.5 years with my neck injury. If you guys haven't already, you can see in my previous videos, I injured myself while I was at work, and I wound up having a herniated disc, and I had to get ACDF surgery. It's like a spinal fusion on C7. So I got that in February, and I'm just recovering now, and things feel good. Don't get me wrong, like the pain and the numbness and all that stuff's gone. I just get a little bit of headaches right now, which they said is completely normal. I know I discussed that earlier with, you know, they said the muscles tense up around it and stuff, and that's where my headaches are coming from. So the PT is just right now to work that little bit out, because the last thing that they want is for me to go back to work after being out for so long and hurt myself again, and then now there's this dilemma that maybe I wasn't fully cleared, and then somebody's going to get sued, and they just want to mark check every box and make sure everything's cool. So, but, you know, it was nice in the beginning, like being home and not having to like get up and go to work and stuff, because I've been working since I was 15 years old, and I'm 35 now. But, you know, it was nice to get up and not have to go to work or anything for like the first couple months. But I am also a busybody, so being at home, you know, especially in pain, that was the rough part. And, you know, I really didn't want to do that, and I didn't anticipate I was going to be out this long. But with workers' comp, you know, everything always takes forever, and then all the different investigations and stuff they have to do, like, it was just a very long, drawn-out story. And if you guys want to know the story, you could check out my prior videos where I talk about the injury. I actually made videos specific about that. But what can happen, though, is, you know, or basically my point, what I was trying to get at, is that, you know, sometimes when you're home for so long and stuff, it kind of like gets you cooped up. And with my wife being a stay-at-home mom, at least for the first 3 years of our son's life, you know, we tend to butt heads a little bit. I mean, it's natural, and, you know, we tend to get on each other's nerves being around each other all the time, and you don't have that natural distance between you two, I guess, make you miss one another and stuff. So basically, you know, we need that time apart sometimes, and like one day a week, like I just need 4 or 5 hours to decompress and reset myself, because if not, I could feel it, like I just start getting like upset and like angry, and like not mean way or anything, like just internally, like I just feel like I'm about to crash, and you know, you don't want that. So nope, I think I just broke my shoe off. I did. But anyway, you know, it's tough, but it's nice to be able to get out and have some time, and you know, you guys get to come along with me. You can see exactly what I'm doing and what I do to decompress, because you know, Stormy and myself, we always try to promote positive mental health, and you know, this is just my way of doing positive mental health. It was writing and stuff, but I've since taken a break from that for now. I will get back to it so I can finish my 3rd book, but for now, this definitely helps, and yeah, I'm grateful. So keep coming along with me. We just got to the post office. We're gonna go drop some stuff off. All right, well, just dropped off all those packages. I think we had like 12 or 13 yesterday. It was a pretty good day, which was cool because Monday really wasn't a good day. It was kind of slow, but we made up for it. And I was doing the math and stuff as far as where I'm at right now, and I mean, everything's positive, so it's all good. I'm happy with it. It's not enough to, you know, call it a living just yet, but I am only going into my 2nd year of reselling, so I mean, that's something I'm proud of. At least I honestly didn't think I would turn any sort of profit whatsoever until at least year 2, but the fact that I am turning profit, again, I'm not keeping any of the money, I'm just reinvesting in the business. My whole goal was to reinvest it for the first 2 years and then try to turn a profit once we got into year 2. And year 2 would be like next February. So we still got some time, but that's really all I want to do with it, is just keep pumping it back into the business, so that way, you know, everything becomes sustainable, and that it basically will be autonomous. Like, it'll run itself. I won't have to worry about it. You just use the proceeds from what you get from selling to buy more stuff, which is basically where I've finally entered now. And I've said that in a previous video, that I'm not spending my money anymore to keep the business going. I'm taking the profits and then reinvesting them to get you guys better stuff, to get you guys cooler stuff. You know, that's really where it's at right now. So I'm grateful for it. I'm happy that I have this experience to be able to, you know, take you guys along and document it all, and to be able to, you know, get you guys cool stuff. And honestly, I get like a little high on it, finding cool stuff like we did with those military jackets today. Like, that's a really exciting thing for me, to be able to have a come up like that, to have that history in my possession, to, you know, find it a good home for someone who's truly going to cherish it. You know, that's such a beautiful thing. And, you know, I get the enjoyment not only just from that, but also from the find itself. When I find cool stuff for myself and for you guys, like, that truly is it. And if you haven't been thrifting yet, and it's your first time looking into something like that, I would highly recommend it if you're into that sort of thing, because it is truly a fulfilling feeling to have that cool thing be found. Like, it's just like a treasure hunt. I mean, when you're kids and stuff, that's what you always think about, right? You want to go treasure hunting or scavenger hunting or whatever the case may be. This is essentially what that is, just the adult version of it. And, you know, it's got its ups and downs, but for me, honestly, it's been mostly ups, and it's definitely something that got me through. Like I mentioned before, my injury and stuff, it was something that helped me get through the depression of constantly being in pain, not knowing what the hell was wrong with me, having all these doctors prod and poke me, and not getting any better. Until inevitably I got the surgery, and the surgery wound up fixing it, because all it takes is for one good doctor to believe in you and stuff like that to be able to fix the problem. And unfortunately, I had to go through like 20-something doctors to find the one that actually believed what I was saying and looked at the medical evidence and just did the surgery. And I'll forever be grateful to him, because he's such a nice guy, Dr. Williams, and, you know, he got it done for me, and he got my life back. And there was a long time where I didn't think that I was ever going to get better, and it got real dark for a while. And, you know, I just kept myself, you know, I put myself in faith, and faith that it's going to get better, faith in God, all of it, and just kept pushing and hammering away at it and praying. And sure enough, it got better. And, you know, I'm on the road to recovery, and soon enough, I'll just go back like this was just a bad dream, you know what I mean, the entire injury itself. But I seriously think that sometimes in life you need a sort of divine intervention to step in when things are going astray for you. And, you know, I used to drink and smoke cigarettes and stuff like that, and I didn't really have like a whole care in the world after my custody battle. So after that didn't go my way, you know, things were kind of dark for a while. And, you know, I think this injury, it got me to not drink anymore. Next month I'll be 2 years sober. And you know, same with the smoking. I haven't smoked in almost a year, even though I really want to. I haven't been, but you know, I think that divine intervention, you know, it steps in and gets you to get your stuff straight. And I personally needed that, and I feel like a much better person. I'm a lot happier with the person I am. I found this drive in me that I didn't know existed, you know, when it comes to running this and stuff like that, and just that different part of me that I didn't know existed. So again, sometimes it can truly be a blessing, and that's really what I've come to learn from this entire experience, that sometimes you have to go through hell in order to appreciate heaven. And I mean, I guess I'll leave it on that. I mean, take that for what it is, but sometimes in life you need to go through the pain in order to appreciate it when things are good, to appreciate the paradise of it all. So, but enough of me ranting and raving. You guys didn't come to hear me preach, so let's get back to the thrift. All right, now to do a little grocery shopping. I used to shop at Wise, but I don't know. I changed things up. I came here once to stop and shop, and this is in the more ritzy part of where I live. Like, this is Sparta, so this is money territory, and I don't know. I just feel like a better person when I shop here, so I don't know if it's because of the money. I don't know if it's just like the selection, but their meat selection is definitely way better here, and I don't know. I just like it better here. So let's go inside and do something. I'll show you guys something cool. You can put all your coupons and stuff on your card when you scan it in, which I think is sweet. Don't print. Sweet. Okay, so now that I got that, I gotta grab a card. That's so cool. They put all the coupons that are in the flyer and stuff on your card now. So when you scan out, you don't need the coupons. They're already there. That's progress. Alright, let's get some stuff. See, this is like the best. So like, you look on here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but sale. Then you got sale. So we've got like 3 sales while we've been out. You can't beat that. It's honestly, it's such a high, like when you get that. I really love that feeling. Seriously, look at this meat selection. Intense. This is where we get the good stuff. And I like to cook a lot, so, you know, get like a nice pot roast, make a nice staccato. My daughter loves staccato, so, but I don't know. Race of ground meat though is pretty insane. But I don't know. Just find some cool stuff to make. I have to make sure I get my favorite thing over here. So since I got injured, I couldn't drink soda and stuff for a while. So I got kind of like addicted to these things. These lemon waters and the wild berries. So me and my son, actually, and my daughter for that matter, my daughter loves the lemon ones too. We're like addicted to these things. So I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of them because we go through them like crazy, and there's worse things in the world to be drinking than flavored water. So that should just about do it. All you non-Jersey natives, this right here is an absolute essential in this state. And if you call it pork roll, you're wrong. Or you're from South Jersey and you're also wrong. It is Taylor ham. And that's the only thing it's called. The 2 necessities in this household, Taylor ham and the kettle cooked boardwalk salt and vinegar chips. One for me, one for my daughter. We are obsessed with them. She's kind of a weirdo though, because she licks them and puts them back in the back. And I'm sure if she's watching this, she's going to be embarrassed, but hey, it's gross, and she does it, so. How to get like 1 cheap food too. These are my own rules, not anyone that told me, so we're gonna make it something good. And I gotta get something also too, because I have crappy teeth. So something that's also not gonna destroy my teeth. So, such a tough choice. Such a tough choice. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm in the mood to get. Like, that would be like a little cheat thing. Maybe these Sanders, small batch dark chocolate. No, we'll go with the, maybe. Those are pretty good, but I don't know, I'm kind of craving something sweet. I don't know. Maybe we'll just pass this time. Or, actually, you know what? Let's try Jolly Rancher's version of this. We'll go with these Jolly Rancher ropes. I'll try them. I want to get something for Jackson as well. He's been a little bit of a pain, but I mean, I love him. So, maybe get him some like Hot Wheels or something. He might like to race around the house with those. That might be something fun for him. Yeah, these look cool. We'll try these. Alright, now that we got all our waters and stuff, we are out. I absolutely hate grocery bills, because we mostly just got water, right? I mean, my son's formula is expensive, but mostly got water, and it was like $160. And it's just like, make that make sense. Because I don't know how that makes sense. But it is what it is. I've decided to, we're gonna stop at one more stop. That's right up the road. I used to go to it a lot. It's called the Church Mouse, but haven't been to it in a while because usually they don't have a whole lot. And it's cash only, which is annoying, but let's check it out. See what's out there. Okay, so here we are, the Sparta United Methodist Church. And the back of it is called the Church Mouse. I don't usually come here anymore. I used to come here a lot with my mother-in-law, and it always was, I want to say, 7 out of 10 times was a disappointment, where you found maybe one thing. Like, you're not going to find bulk here. It's just not going to happen. But maybe we could find one piece that would be worth it. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. The men's section is like very small. But maybe I could find one or two. Maybe. Wonder what that was. So far, about what I expected. I'm not sure. Mets jersey. How overpriced is this going to be? $8. No, I don't think so. Linker shirt. Ooh. We got a Spitfire. Brand new attack Spitfire. I'll take it. Is it one? One thing. Wetsuit top. 10 for we have a Germany women's jersey here. $9. 2014. These brand new attacks. It's $9. With the World Cup going on right now, that's the only reason why I'm going to pick this up. Else I wouldn't. don't know who they are, but I've sold it before, so we'll get it. I got a cool Metallica shirt. Pretty cool Sublime shirt. Okay. A couple things. I guess I'm glad I stopped, because there are a few things here that could be considered worth it. I haven't had a lot of luck selling bathing suits recently, so I'm trying to stay away from them. Unless it's like something I absolutely know is gonna go and quick, I'm probably gonna pass on bathing suits for now. I'm simply in here to see if I can find a new polo, because the area we're in, it is a lot higher scale stuff. Look at this Aeropostale. Oh my god, that's gonna be something I have to think about. It's the mall brands, they're selling so well, so. I wonder if I came across a polo Ralph Lauren, what they charge for it here. I'm gonna say it's overpriced, but see if we can find one. Most of their stuff here is always overpriced. But I get it, their church, you're trying to make money. I get it. Got the hard goods. You never know when there's a statue we might have to take home. Maybe find my daughter something she might like. Get her some nice jean shorts. She would like those. What size are these? I don't even know what her size is anymore, to be honest. It changes so much. I think kids' clothes are $1. I think that's how it is. But I'll grab these two. Just so she has jean shorts at the house. Let me try that. Alright, so we did a little better than I thought. I'm glad I took $40 out because that's exactly what it cost. So I got a little bag worth of stuff. Again, I'm glad we stopped. Sometimes, go against what you normally do in your normal places and just make it count. So now I have to go to the bathroom. I have to pee really bad. So we are going to go to a gas station and go to the bathroom. And then we're going to go home and find out about those military jackets, I promise. So let's get to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Man, That was a long video. If you stuck it this far, you guys are the real MVPs. I got so much content in that video, and I would really like to hear from you guys. Did you like having all that thrifting content? Did you like seeing all of it? Did you want me to rush it more? Let me know in the comments, because I am curious if I should keep making long videos like that or if you like them more compressed. But anyway, let's get into our finds for the day. So first up on that list, we have the Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirts. We have another Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirt. These things sell really fast for me right now, guys. Up next, we have the True Religion sweatpants. Next, we have this 90s True Vintage Coogee-like sweater. Then we got the Rutgers sweatshirt. Usually I won't pick up this kind of stuff, but this is a really, really nice one, so I have a feeling it'll go quick. Then we got this heavy-duty Billie Eilish sweatshirt. This is actually from the personal collection. I'm just giving it up because I have too many sweatshirts right now. Next, this one, the Haunted Mansion, actually just sold, unfortunately, so you guys are a little late on that one. Then, all the Polo Ralph Laurens. We got these pants, these shorts, and these pants. Next up, we have the Wear First shorts. This one I walked past a few different times, but I picked it up because it was half off. Eric Clapton full zip hoodie. Then we got the Band T casting crowns. I sold a sweatshirt just like this. Then we have the mint green Pebble Beach. And then we have the Made in Italy Filippo Roberti. Another lilac Polo Ralph Lauren button-up. Then, the Oakley shorts. We have these Hollister shorts. We have a really cool Vans piece. That rugby shirt that I showed you guys in the earlier video. Then, the intentional distressing, as you can see, Janis Joplin. Brand new with tags, in honor of the World Cup, women's German national team jersey. Then we have the Youth Nike SB sweatpants. Up next is my third Melanie Martinez piece. If you are a Melanie Martinez fan, let me know. I have a lot of her stuff. Then we have a distressed Sublime, and then another Metallica with a Red Hot Chili Peppers. We have another Band T, Pentatonics, and another Band T, Shawn Mendes. We have the Juicy Couture top, then the Nike SB, a brand new with tags, Spitfire, the brand Diesel. Then we have these old Y2K Ezekiel skate jeans. Next, our last button-up Polo Ralph Lauren. This one was a really funny one. So it says, New Jersey, our pizza can beat up your pizza. It's true though. New Jersey has the best pizza. We have a kid's polo. Next, we found this jacket. It's rabbit's fur, the whole jacket. It's so unbelievably soft. I know some people have their thing with like animal fur and stuff, but then we have this Hollister jacket with the puff hoodie. We have this Thrasher hoodie. Whoop. And now the part you guys have been waiting for, the military jacket. The first one, okay, I found out that this one is a 60s Army jacket. And this one is a Dutch military jacket from 1967. So there you have it, guys. That's everything we got from this haul. I know this was a long video, so I'm not going to bore you with any more talking and stuff. If you made it this far, you really are the best. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like I say in every video, it helps out the channel tremendously, and you guys have been incredible with that. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you guys next week for another episode of the Neon Graveyard.